Good morning, children. Did you complete exercise 1 revision? Okay. Today let's do chapter 8 exercise 2 revision. So before we start the exercise, let us revise what is given in that exercise. In this exercise, we are going to use the SAS congruence. Okay. What is SAS congruence? Okay. If two sides of a triangle and the included angle is equal to the corresponding two sides and the included angle of the other triangle, then both the triangles are said to be in congruence. Understood? So let us look at a figure. So here, if these two are two triangles PQR and ABC. Okay, you know that PQ is equal to AB and QR is equal to BC. The included angle, the angle which is formed with these two line segments, this angle is equal to angle B. Okay, angle Q is equal to angle B. Then these two triangles are said to be congruent. Understood? Going to solve. The main thing what you have to understand is the concept. How we are solving the problem. That is what you have to understand. And questions will not be the same. I will give my own numbers and my own questions. So if you understand the concept only, you will be able to answer the questions. Okay? So let's do exercise 2 problems. Exercise 2, first question. What additional information do you need to conclude that the two triangles given here under are congruent using SAS rule? So two diagrams are given. Let me draw it on the board. So here angle H is given and angle T. Both are equal. This is what is given in the question. You know that when we are using SAS congruency, you know that two sides of one triangle and the included angle should be equal to the corresponding two sides and angle in the other triangle. So let's see what is the given condition here. So here it is given that angle H is equal to angle T. This is what is given. Only this part is given. Now what is the other information which is required for you to conclude that both the triangles are congruent to each other? Okay. So here they have not given that the two sides HJ and and TS are equal and GH and SR are equal. HJ, this is the smaller side, HJ is equal to TS, this, and GH is equal to RT. This information has to be given in the question, but they have not given. This is the additional information required to conclude that triangle HGJ is congruent to triangle TSR. Okay? To conclude these two triangles are congruent, you need this additional information. Understood this problem? Now let's do the second problem. The map given below shows 5 different villages. Village M divides exactly halfway between the two pairs of villages A and B, as well as P and Q. What is the distance between village A and village B? This is the question. And they have given the hint. Check if triangle PAM is congruent to triangle QBM. Okay? So, I'll draw the figure on the board. So, here in the question, it is given that M is going to divide both this A and B villages to equal parts. Okay? So, here you know that AM will be equal to MB. What is the reason? Because it is given in the question. Okay? Now, the next part they have given that PQ also M is dividing. So, PM will be equal to MQ. This is equal to, what is the length? 6 kilometers. Okay, so both is going to be 6 kilometers. So let us write here 6 kilometers and this will be 3 kilometers. That is going to be 3 kilometers. Both are 3 kilometers. This is given. Okay. Now, here you can see that angle M formed here will be equal. These two angles will be equal. What is the reason? Because two sides of the two corresponding sides of the two triangles are equal, and here you can see that angle M will be equal to each other. So let's write that. So angle formed at AMP will be equal to angle formed at BMQ. Both the angles will be equal. So here you can see that two sides and the angles are equal. So triangle PAM is congruent to triangle QMB. What is the reason? Since SAS congruence. SAS congruence. Understood this? Copy in your homework books, children. So let's read the third question. Look at the pairs of triangles given below. Are they congruent? If congruent, write the corresponding parts. This is the question. Let's draw the figures. So the figures are drawn here, and now we are going to write the corresponding parts. So here this is 6 centimeters and you can see that this is 6 centimeters. So let's write. So RS is equal to CA. RS is equal to CA is equal to 6 centimeters. According to the length of the line segments, we can show that these two are equal to each other. Now let's see. Here you can see that TS is equal to BA. TS is equal to BA, which is equal to 4 centimeters. 4 centimeters. So here these two sides are equal, and here the angle formed A is equal to angle S, which is equal to 30 degrees. Two corresponding angles are equal to each other. So here when two sides of a triangle and the included angle are equal to the corresponding sides and included angle of the other triangle, you can say that both the triangles are congruent to each other on the basis of SAS congruency. S side, angle side, congruency. So now let's write the congruency. So triangle ABC is congruent to triangle STR, and here you need to write S congruence. SAS congruence. Understood this? Now let's do the second bit. Here you are given 3 centimeters, 3 centimeters, 4 and 4. So let's write what is given. So here you can see QO is equal to OS, which is equal to 4 centimeters. This is a sign. And PO is equal to OR, which is equal to 3 centimeters. Now you can see that the angles formed here are equal to each other. So let's write POQ is equal to angle ROS. So here you can conclude that triangle PQO is congruent to triangle SRO. Understood? What is the reason? Since which congruency? SAS congruence. See children, when question is given in your FA, if they give only the diagram, you have to decide whether it is through SSS congruence or through ASA congruence, and 2 more we are going to do in the exercise 3 and exercise 4. According to which congruency you can tell that 2 triangles are congruent, you have to mention the reason. So here since SAS congruence. So now let us do the third bit. Here a square is given. The opposite sides of the square are equal and the angles formed here are equal. So here you can write that WD is equal to OR, which is equal to 4.5 centimeters. Then OW is equal to RD, which is equal to 3.7 centimeters. Okay, so this and this, so 2 sides are equal we have taken. So the included angle should be equal to the included angle of the corresponding triangle. Okay, so let's write angle W is equal to angle R. So what can you conclude? You can conclude that triangle WOD is congruent to triangle ROD. And what is the reason? Since SAS congruence. Understood this? Okay. So now let's do the last bit. Here you can see that angles are same. Angle A is equal to angle C, which is equal to 30 degrees. This is what is given. And you know that these two are 2 separate triangles. So AC is equal to AC. Okay? Because same side, common side we can write this. Common side, so you know that these 2 sides will be equal. But here it is given that AB is not equal to DC. AB is not equal to DC. So can you write that these 2 triangles are congruent? No. No congruence. Okay? Right there, no congruence. Understood this part? Okay. So when I taught you in the classwork part how to solve the problems, and now when we are revising, we are solving in a different way. Suppose if it is a bit different, okay, don't bother very much about that, because however the result is same, the answer is same, so whichever is easy for you, use that and solve. Understood? So let us do the last problem, which is the fourth one. Let us do the fourth problem. Which corresponding sides do we need to know to prove that the triangles are congruent using the SA criterion? This is the question given. So let us draw the figures. So here the figures are drawn, and now we are going to write what are the things which are needed to say that the triangles are congruent. Okay. So here in the question they have given that angle B is equal to angle Q, which is equal to 40 degrees. This you already know. Now we know that BC is equal to PQ. Both of them are equal to 5 centimeters. So here it is given. These two things are given. Now what is not given? They have given one side and one angle are equal. ABC and triangle PQR. We need to know that AB. We need to know that AB is equal to QR. This is what is to be given in the question. If it is given in the question, then you can say that both the triangles are congruent. So now let us do the second bit. This is the second figure which is given. So here you can see that angle DAC is equal to angle BAC is equal to 35 degrees. Angle is same. Now AC is equal to AC. This is the common side. Okay. Common side. Whatever is given first, we are writing that. Okay. This is what is given, and you have a common side. These two are equal and have common side. Now what is required is AB is equal to AD. This is what they have to give. Why should I take only this side? Why can't I take this CD and CB? Very good. We should not take CD is equal to CB because it is not the side which is having the angle. You always remember that when we are using SAS, the angle should be the included side. So here if you take these two sides, this angle formed is not the included angle. That is the reason we will not take that part. We are going to take AB is equal to AD. Okay. So here in triangle, the first triangle is ABC and triangle ADC. ABC and ADC. We need to know that AB is equal to AD. AB is equal to AD. This has to be given in the question, which is not there. So because of that, we cannot tell that the two triangles are congruent. Understood this, children? Okay. For tomorrow's class, today's homework is example problems I am going to send. You just go through the example problems, and then next congruency you have to go through and be ready for the next class. Understood? See you in the next class, children.